Hello, welcome to the audio story The Heartbreak-2. Please visit the website indianliftcarrystory.com for more lift and carry stories. Monty is still lifted up on the arms of Shama, high above floor. Still in disbelief that she lifted him up so effortlessly. Shama is wondering what happened to Monty and why is he staring at her like that, while still standing there carrying him in cradle. Monty's cheeks are turning pink when he realizes that the towel which he has draped around his waist is getting loose. Shama now sits on the bed with Monty on her lap. You should not walk much in this condition, Shama says and examines Monty's wounds. If you are feeling bored or need help, you can call me or Reshma. We will be happy to help you. Shama says. Oh, so silly of me. I was supposed to sweep and wipe the floor. But here I am busy chatting, with you sitting on my lap. Shama laughs and again stands up carrying the full weight of Monty on her arms. Shama, I am bored of watching TV, please place me on that computer chair, I will browse the net and pass my time, Monty says to Shama who is still carrying him in cradle. Sure, Shama says and places Monty on the chair near the computer. Monty opens the computer and starts browsing the old files. Shama is wiping the floor when Monty is browsing old pictures in the room's computer. He finds some old pictures with Shama and her sister which were taken long back. Monty is pleased to see the old pictures as they are bringing back old memories. Monty calls Shama, see our old pictures, you both were so small then. Oh yes. Shama laughs. Reshma is looking so cute in this. Both are laughing at their old pics as Monty is going through all of them. There is one old picture where Monty is carrying Shama in a pony ride, when they were much younger. After looking at the pics, Shama gets back to wiping the floor. She remembers the pony ride pics and starts wondering, was it so easy to carry me when I was small? She asks Monty who is still looking inside the computer. I don't remember, Monty says. Oh, it is it. But never mind, how about I return the favor now? Shama asks excitedly, still crouching on her fours. It has been such a boring day today, how about we play a game of pony ride? Shama asks. What? Are you serious? How can you carry a fully grown man like me? Monty asks in disbelief. If anybody finds out that I am making our housemaid to carry me in a pony ride with my full weight lifted up by her, they will brand me a pervert. Monty says. Come on, we can try, you know. Shama says and ties the dupatta around her waist showing her slim waist and curves more nicely. Still standing on her fours, Shama invites Monty to get a pony ride from her. Come, let's try, she says and wiggles her butt. Don't be shy. Sit on my back. She says looking at Monty. Monty is sure Shama can't carry him in a pony ride. Let me sit and put my full weight on her delicate looking back, it will hurt and she will not bother me again, he thinks. He comes and sits on her back putting his full weight on her with a thump. Surprisingly, Shama remains solid. She then again wiggles her butt a little and says to sit a little ahead. Monty moves ahead and with his full weight now rests on the curve of her back. Oh man! It feels so soft, springy, and warm, he thinks, and her back bends slightly below as it absorbs all his weight. With both his legs above the ground, while he is balancing by resting his hands on her shoulders. Monty is hoping she will ask him to get up soon, very sure that Shama's back will be aching by carrying his full weight. But shockingly, Shama starts to move around carrying his full weight on all her fours. She makes a full circle of the room. Monty is slowly getting turned on, her soft butt and waist moving up and down while she gets warm and sweaty and the warmth reaches him. Oh no, the more longer this Shama carries me, the more turned on I get. This is not good, Monty thinks. Shama is raising the curve of her back up and down slowly and walking. Monty is also slowly rising up and down, sitting on the curve of her back. He is feeling soft and cushy on her back and is able to feel her breath. Shama raises up and lowers Monty using the strength of her back and looks at him behind smiling. Monty is sweating. This is not good. Monty thinks, I am getting more and more restless sitting on the slim back of Shama, and it gets worse when she raises me up and down slowly in such a smooth manner, lifting me on her back. My whole body is feeling warm now. Monty thinks. Suddenly Shama raises her upper body while still carrying him on her back. What are you doing? Monty asks and wraps Shama's neck with his arms, preventing himself from falling behind. This is getting too easy, you know, Shama says. When I realized that I can carry you, I thought, why not try it in different styles? Shama says, looking up at Monty, who is now in a piggyback on her, while she is standing on her knees. I want to try something new. Shama says, I want to measure my lifting and carrying capacity, you know, I need to see how much weight can my body carry, she says in excitement. Since you are my childhood friend, who else is a better person for this? Shama laughs. She goes on her knees carrying Monty on her back and reaches the computer. Suddenly Shama puts one foot forward. Monty gets shaken up now. He wraps his hands around her neck and on shoulders more tightly. What are you doing now? Monty asks. Please don't make me fall down and worsen my injury. Monty says. Come on. You look heavy but are easily liftable. Shama laughs. Your weight is not at all a problem for me, don't worry. In fact, I want to stand carrying you holding the table, she says. Let's see how long I can carry you then. Shama says. Monty can't believe what is happening. Shama has carried Monty for more than 15 minutes on her back, and instead of feeling tired, she is looking at how long she can carry him. Shama shows great strength and stands on her legs from her knees while still carrying Monty. Shama holds the table, still carrying Monty on a donkey ride. Hey Shama, shall I get down? Monty asks. No sir, you won't get down from my back until I say so. Shama announces. This is not good. Monty thinks, if Shama gets injured carrying me all this time, then the blame will come on me. She might be enjoying all this lifting and carrying now, but what if it starts her hurting later? Monty thinks. Can you reach the PC and put something for us to see? Shama asks. I am getting bored. Monty is still in disbelief. Here I am worried whether she will get injured carrying me, but she is thinking about watching videos while still carrying me all that time. Still sitting on her back, Monty reaches to PC and puts a movie. Oh nice, Shama says and rises her upper body now. Monty starts losing balance and again holds her shoulder. Then he realizes that she is carrying him piggyback now and watching PC as if he waits nothing. The movie gets over and both are bored. Finally Monty says, come on, put me down, my legs and butt is paining. Okay, Shama says and puts him down. Monty is stretching while Shama goes back to her work. Monty is shocked to see Shama's strength and stamina. It is next day and Monty's parents have gone to attend some function early in the morning. Lazy Monty wakes up late, almost in the afternoon. He comes near kitchen and remembers that his parents are out. Monty limps into the dining area. A tall slim girl is washing dishes facing the sink. Good morning Shama, can you heat up the breakfast for me? I will come after taking a bath. Maybe we both can have a cup of coffee before breakfast too, he says. Sure, the tall girl replies without looking at Monty. Monty heads to bathroom limping. Something seems different with Shama today. She did not even look at me, even her voice seems different, Monty thinks and enters the bathroom. The bathroom is old style with no proper windows. Once the bathroom door is closed, it gets pitch dark inside. The user can bath only with the light from electric bulb switched on. Monty is taking bath with soap all over his eyes and face when suddenly the power goes. Cursing his bad luck, he tries to reach his towel, but realizes that he has forgotten his towel. Oh no! My parents are also not there now. Only Shama can help me now. Monty thinks. Shama, can you get me a towel? He shouts. Monty trips over a bucket as he cannot open his eyes and falls down. His wounds rub against the wet floor and Monty cries in pain. Monty tries to open his eyes, but the soap enters his eyes and he cries more. The bathroom door opens and Monty hears the sound. Thank goodness, Shama. I am not able to see anything now, Monty says. Can you help me? He asks, I need a towel. Suddenly he senses two hands from below feeling his chest and abs, the bangles in her hand clangles and she comes closer. Monty is shell-shocked. Shama, is that you? The girl comes and hugs him from behind intimately. Monty is as shocked but not happy. Her chest is almost as high as his shoulders as he feels them when she hugs tightly. He immediately understands it could be none other than Shama, who is so tall. Monty is angry. Come on, Shama. I have never seen you acting like this. What is wrong with you? Monty asks, feeling embarrassed and slightly offended. Leave me. He says. Shhhhh. The girl says, in one hand she uses to close his mouth. Monty tries to remove her hand from his mouth but is shocked to see he can't. She is too strong, holding his mouth tightly. Another hand she starts rubbing his chest. Monty struggles but gives up as she is too strong. The girl now bends down and easily sweeps him from his feet into a high cradle. Monty, with his eyes still soaked in soap, is in disbelief. Cradled by her with his one hand over her shoulder, he feels the shoulder of the girl who is carrying him on her arms. Her shoulders is as broad as Shama's, but then he feels her hair and realizes they are not curly like Shama's but long and straight. Oh my God, I am lifted up into the arms of a girl whom I don't know at all. And there is no one inside the house. Oh no. Who is she? Hey, you are not Shama. Why are you carrying me cradle in your arms without asking my permission? Speak up and put me down or I will shout and alert everyone. Monty says. The girl is simply giggling while still carrying Monty cradle on her arms. Why, you insolent girl. Not only have you entered my home without anybody knowing, but also carrying me cradle in my own room without my permission. Shama, where are you? Please help me. Monty is about to scream. Ari, please don't shout. The girl pleads while still carrying Monty in cradle. If the villagers come to know that I was caught carrying the owner of the house on my arms in his house, without him knowing who it is, it will look weird. The girl says. Ha! I knew it. You are not Shama. Monty says in gladness, but who are you? You have been carrying me in cradle for such a long time. Which other girl is as strong and tall as Shama in this village? Monty says. The girl still carrying him in cradle giggles. Guess N.A. I will give a clue. You know me since childhood. She replies. Monty thinks for a second and then realizes in shock that this girl who has lifted him up in cradle effortlessly and giggling should be none other than Reshma, Shama's younger sister. Damn it! Even Reshma has become tall and strong enough to carry me in cradle like this comfortably. My condition has become horrible in this village. If this continues, then literally every girl in this village will come one by one and lift me up, and leave after carrying me and making a fool out of me. Monty thinks. Monty then realizes that he is undies and also wet with soap on his face. Damn it! If my parents come to know what Reshma was standing in my room carrying me like this, wet and in undies, they will disown me. He shrieks. Relax, Monty Baba. You are a patient. Nobody looks at what a patient wears when he is sick. All they think of is how to treat him. Reshma says while still carrying Monty in cradle. The power now comes back. Reshma carries Monty to the bed and sits on it with him on her lap. She takes her dupatta and cleans his eyes. Monty, still on the arms of Reshma, looks at her for the first time after many years and is immediately struck with her beauty. Oh my God, she is so beautiful. Both the sisters are gorgeous with long hair and big eyes. And I was thinking only city girls are beautiful. Monty thinks. Next day Monty is spending time in the farmhouse, when he spots Reshma milking the buffaloes. He notices the silver chain on her waist through her gagra and is shocked to realize how can a slim and delicate girl like her carry him cradle for such a long time. Monty Baba! Reshma shouts, would you like to taste fresh buffalo milk? Reshma asks. Sure, Monty says and comes near her as she has just milked the buffaloes. Reshma now sits on a chair. Come sit on my lap. She says. What? Monty replies in disbelief. This is raw milk, if you stand and drink, you will have a chance of choking on it. It is best if someone makes you drink. She says, and the best way to drink is by sitting on a girl's lap, she says. Monty now sits on Reshma's lap. Why are you feeling so shy? Reshma laughs and hugs him tightly as he is now lifted up on her lap. Monty now sitting on Reshma's lap is crushed by her long strong arms as she hugs him. Reshma now pours milk from a mug into Monty's mouth while still carrying him on her lap. Monty is feeling soft and warm as Reshma, who is much taller than him, is comfortably carrying him like a child on her lap. Just a little distance away from them, Monty's ex Mona comes in. We should have been enjoying with the money Monty had got by now, but these tall girls foiled our plans. I will teach them a lesson. Mona thinks. She silently opens the buffalo's stable nearby. More than 100 buffaloes come out slowly. Mona now walks to a proper location and shoots a country-made gun in the air. The 100-odd buffaloes panic and start running towards Monty and Reshma in a huge stampede. Monty is clueless. Who is shooting like this in the air for no reason? He thinks. But Reshma realizes that both are in big danger of being trampled by the heavy buffaloes running towards them. The buffaloes are way larger and heavy. Even a single buffalo can injure a person fatally by trampling or even kicking them. 100 is like a dangerous army. She looks around and there is nothing to protect them. There is just one thick pole standing on the field which one person can cover himself from the rushing buffaloes. She grabs Monty's hand and pulls him towards the pole. Monty realizes that there is nothing between them and the rushing buffaloes except that pole. Only one person can stand behind the pole, Monty says. You stand, I will run, he says. No, wait. Reshma says, and suddenly she bends below Monty's legs and easily lifts him up in a shoulder sit. Monty is shocked at her strength. She walks and stands behind the pole with Monty on her shoulders as the buffaloes run from the sides. Monty is scared. Reshma holds his hands supportively, still carrying him on her shoulders. The buffaloes now calm down and scatter, but Reshma is still carrying Monty on her shoulders. Thank God that I was able to save you, otherwise Shama would have never forgiven me. Monty Baba, relax, you are on safe shoulders. Reshma says, looking up, comforting the tense Monty, who is still sitting on her shoulders. Wow, Reshma, this is the first time I am sitting on a girl's shoulders. Monty exclaims, unable to believe at what just happened. Put me down now, he says. Why should I? Reshma says, just like you are sitting on a girl's shoulders for the first time. Even this is the first time a boy is sitting on my shoulders. Reshma says. Let me enjoy this moment. No, this is so exciting. Shama will be super jealous, Reshma says, jumping in excitement with Monty still sitting on her shoulders. Monty is feeling uncomfortable and embarrassed at the same time. Please put me down before any villager spots me sitting on your shoulders like this. Monty pleads. All right. But only in one condition, you should slide down onto my back from my shoulders, into a piggyback, Reshma says. Are you crazy? Monty replies in disbelief. Carrying my full weight on your shoulders all this time was not enough for you? That you want to carry me in piggyback also now? He asks. Think about it. Or you can continue sitting on my shoulders only. I can stand with you sitting on my shoulders for the full day. Actually, I have no problem. Reshma says, if any villager spots you sitting on my shoulders and tells that to everyone, I am not responsible. She says. Monty is getting fed up by the strength of Reshma now. This girl is actually strong enough to carry me the whole day. If anybody spots us like this, then the villagers will think I am torturing and taking advantage of Reshma. It is not good. Monty, still sitting on Reshma's shoulders, is thinking. Alright, you win. Monty says and slowly comes back from her slim shoulders. Strong Reshma balances herself and giggling as Monty slowly slides down to her back. Monty now lands on her back with a slight thump. But Reshma is least bothered and is actually thrilled to have Monty lifted in a piggyback by her. See? I am sitting on you piggyback now. Let me down at least now. He says. Of course not. Reshma says, how can a girl just stay still when she is carrying a boy piggyback? Reshma asks. Monty is not getting a good feeling about this. What do you want to do now? Monty asks. If a boy is lifted up into a piggyback by a girl, it is her duty to give him a nice ride on her back. Reshma laughs and starts galloping like a horse with Monty lifted up in piggyback by her. Monty's is fed up of being lifted continuously non-stop by the strong Reshma, but Reshma is thoroughly enjoying the lifting and carrying and is still galloping with Monty on her piggyback. She starts sweating and breathing heavily and stops with a shocked expression. Monty's mother is furious looking at Reshma breathing and sweating with Monty lifted in a piggyback by her. Monty, you shameless fellow, how dare you exploit our innocent maid? And that too, she has grown up on our house and is younger than you. I am ashamed to have a perverted son like you, she cries. Monty, still piggybacking Reshma, is shocked. No, I did not force her, she is doing it with her own will. Reshma. You explain to my mom, na, he says. Reshma, still carrying him, says yes. I only initiated this. It is not his fault. Monty's mom does not believe her. He must have surely threatened her. Look what he is making this poor girl do. Shama starts crying now. My fiancé after engagement said he will marry me only after I find a job, and these good people are supporting us with a big heart until I find a job. And you repay them by lifting, toying, and playing with their only son? How can you? Put him down, you ingrate, she screams at Reshma. Reshma panics and pushes Monty from her back. Monty loses balance and falls hard on his back and shouts in pain, I asked him to put him down, not throw him, you idiot. Shama screams at Reshma. All are worried for Monty now, who is in pain lying on his back, but Monty is more hurt that Shama is already engaged. Reshma, totally confused and in guilt, cries sorry. And in a confused state she hurriedly bends down and cleanly lifts Monty into a high cradle from the ground. All are shocked at her strength. Shama slaps her forehead in despair. There, again she picked him up. I think this has gone too far, Monty's father says. Before people get to know about this affair, we better marry these two off so that our reputation is intact. Since she is far relative too, there will be no problems. Monty's mother says. Shama is shocked. Reshma, still carrying Monty in a cradle, is pleased and Monty is fully confused. Mona is watching this from a distance and is getting angry. I was supposed to marry this useless fellow and enjoy with his money, but this guy is enjoying by getting lifted and carried by those two strong sisters. And now he is even getting married. She says in dismay. It is better we leave this Monty and find some other way to make money. We cannot harm him when these two girls are there. Even one of the sisters is stronger than both of us. Her muscular boyfriend says and gets into the jeep. All these years of faking love was useless. Mona grumbles and they both drive away from the village. The end.